Hello.
Oh, hello.
Welcome, guys, to the
How's it
podcast.
going?
Good. Another week,
Welcome to you. How's everybody?
another episode. Doing well.
Okay.
You guys, you want to run in there first, real quick, and learn a word?
Oh, okay.
We'll
yeah,
sprint right into this
Just-
thing.
Pew.
Yep. I'm gonna sprint into it backwards. Let's go.
Hold on. I'm trying to imagine how that would go.
You got to get real low, but you can do it.
I've never, you know what? Now that you say that, I don't think I've ever seen somebody try their absolute hardest to run backwards as fast as they can. And
I've never seen
I
it
need I need to see that now.
If you're listening, send us a clip of you and you running backwards, and we'll definitely post it because it'll be. We would love to see it. Actually, that'd be great.
We'll tag Guinness. We'll start. I mean, you could set
It
a
has to
record.
be in there already.
Yeah, but I think that's a really good one to try to break.
It's a very limited pool. All right.
Yeah. Hit me. Yeah.
Here it is.
Okay.
Hit me, call me names.
Arenaceous.
Oh.
One more time.
Arenaceous. ERIN, just like Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Acious.
Man. That looks like an exquisite airing out of a room.
Oh,
Yeah, like
somebody dropped.
we need to get some air in here.
Yeah.
In the best kind of way. Arenaceous.
I like that.
Top quality air airing
Yeah.
out a room. Mm-hmm.
Very, very fresh air.
Uh-huh. The freshest.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a reverse fart, I think. Arenaceous.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. You get hit with pleasant air suddenly, and viciously.
See, my my idea of a reverse fart was air going into the ass. You're talking about air coming out that is very pleasant smelling. That's very different from mine.
This is a whole nother topic. Yeah, a reverse fart. Wow. I think you're right. I think a reverse fart would be air going into an ass.
No, that's exactly what a reverse fart is.
But is a burp a reverse fart? Because it's air having traveled all the way through, up, and then out.
I would say that's a reverse burp.
Oh
Right?
my God, this is
I'm
is
derailing
deep.
the word. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
We got an hour, so we can really dig into this. Arenaceous. I think I'm going to go with too much air.
Okay.
And meaning, if you're outside and you're like, I got it's too much. I gotta go back inside.
I gotta go inside. I've never heard that.
Yeah,
I gotta go inside and get less air. It's
Yes.
too much. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Just overwhelmed by freshness.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. So we were both thinking kind of the same thing ish.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
All right.
Okay.
We have to be somewhat right, I think.
Arenaceous. Like or relating to the hedgehog.
Oh,
Oh God.
So you remember that Arenaceous series of video games that came out on
Yeah.
And then-
yeah.
yes, Sega.
That's
Gotta
a
Go
great way.
Fast?
A great sentence to use it. Yep. An arenaceous set of video games relating to a hedgehog. Wow. All right.
Ron Jeremy. Some people think he
Mhm.
looks a little arenaceous.
And he goes fast.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Good one. Okay. Thanks.
Great.
Thanks
I
for
think
that.
I'll actually remember that word. I'll be honest, I can't remember any of the other ones, but this one I believe I will actually use in a conversation.
I thought there might be some parts you might remember of that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Before we get into anything else, just as a little aside, can I bring up something that's been bothering me for about the last 2 hours or so?
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah.
Watching TV, the show had a scene where there was a baby shower, and I was reminded that in real life, it's a thing. Well, I guess in the before times, it was a thing where respectable people would play a game at a baby shower where they would melt up a candy bar and put it in a diaper to make it look like a shit and then pass it around. And the game was to guess what kind of candy bar this shitted diaper was.
I've never heard of this. So
It's a thing.
See, I thought we were going to get into something like thought-provoking or whatever, but no, we're still on the farts and shits right now.
But yeah, what is that? Who's that fun for?
Right.
So someone will guess, oh, that's Butterfinger, or oh, that's Snickers, or
right.
Oh, okay.
I feel like Butterfinger would be a dead giveaway.
Yeah, it would be like orange
Yeah.
powdered mixed in there. Yeah. Huh.
There's a couple, that are dead giveaway, but like who and like that's not a thing. There's nothing anywhere close to that you do at any other sort of party.
I haven't been to many baby showers, but is this what happens?
It's 100% a thing that happens at baby showers.
Well,
not all of them.
10%. I think it's like 10% of kids swallow candy bars whole, and then that will let the parent know kind of what the baby got into.
So this is more practical. It's like disaster response training.
Right. This is up there with CPR.
Mhm.
Okay. You've got 10 seconds. Figure out what your kid ate.
Oh my God,
diaper.
that's not a shit. That's nougat. This was a Twix. He got into the Twix.
Yeah.
No need for alarm.
Damn.
Also, if you have so many candy bars around your house that are like, if you have candy bars, maybe you should have 2. I don't think you're buying 7 or 8 different types of full candy bars. Unless it's Halloween and you're that house, which I commend you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. There's nothing like that at other events.
Yeah, like you don't go to a bar mitzvah and be like, let's guess what he stained his sheets with. Now he's a man now, and he's. It's not a thing.
Wow. Jeez. So that's been bothering you the past 2 hours.
Well, that, and then previously when I remembered it the other times, it's just gross. Like we talk about a lot of foul shit on this podcast, and I'd say like we're mostly gross ourselves, but that's just below
that's the
line. Yeah,
yeah. That's funny. What category is this spatter from?
Melted candy expert. Well, speaking of Milky Ways, I've got a science question.
Great lead in.
Wow, powerful. That is amazing.
If you're ready for it,
I am. Yeah, I think we're
if
ready
you want
to
to
get
continue
off the
with
poopy
shitting,
diaper. No, we can go to space.
Go straight to space from shitting.
Send my shitty diaper to the Milky Way, please.
Let's go from one extreme to the other. That's what we do here. We go shitty talk to science talk. Often. This topic is: can a telescope see through time?
Fuck, my head already hurts.
Well, I mean, this one's kind of like easy to explain, right? I mean, so
no, what?
No. We'll break it down real easy.
Okay.
I
gotta close my eyes. I gotta shut out all other senses to try to follow along. I'm closing my eyes. I wish I could close my ears, but I need them to hear what you're saying.
Okay.
Squint your ears.
No, it's actually quite easy.
Okay.
You heard, right, that light from the sun takes 6 minutes to get to Earth, or 8 minutes, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Light travels at the speed of light.
Convenient.
Always has, always will.
Is that why a sunrise is so short and a sunset? You only got 8 minutes. All right, keep going.
From the time the switch gets flipped off.
Right.
Okay, I get it now.
We're testing your
Turn
attention
off the
span.
switch. You're getting 8 minutes, right? Until it's just boom, black. Thank you.
Right. Well, last podcast, Mark was like, how did they know it was midnight right now? Back in the day. Okay. So I try to break it down, you know. So like if you're looking at a star far, far away,
Mhm.
you're really looking at it how it looked like in the past, right? Because it takes light from that star to, let's say it's 1 light year away. That means we're seeing it a year ago.
Yeah, that's it could be somewhere else. It's like
Yeah.
seeing a footprint from. I'm not still
Yes.
standing there. That's just my foot where it
There you
that's
go.
where it was a year ago, idiot. Why are you looking at it?
That's
I'm
not
over
me.
here now. I don't know why I have to be so mean about it.
Hey, my eyes are up here, dipshit. Quit looking at my footprints.
You know that poem about there's 2 sets of footprints. Yeah, from however long ago. How long ago was that?
We're down
Years,
here now.
probably.
We made it to the Italian ice cart. Yeah, okay, hello.
Oh boy. I'm gonna try and get through this topic real quick.
Yeah,
so we can
sorry.
move on. No, that's okay.
Italian ice cart.
Yeah, that's right. You don't hear the rest of the poem.
Right.
Is that what happens later in the poem?
Yeah. They're like, oh, only 2 sets of footprints. And then he's thinking to himself and he looks up, huh? And he goes, over here. Hello. Did you hear what I said? Oh,
Keep up,
sorry.
please.
What a dumbass poem. Wow. That's why you only hear the first part.
Right. He got embarrassed. He realized his mistake halfway through. He was like, oh, I can't write the rest of this. That's fucking stupid.
The rest of the poem. And then I looked up and they were at the Italian ice cart.
So this guy's reciting this at a theater in an auditorium, and the audience is like, oh, this is starting out good. Never mind. We should leave.
They did a lot of focus groups, and he realized just lop off that whole back end. It's just embarrassing.
The first part is interesting, but the second part is so literal. Okay, all right, scratch that.
Mhm.
All right, I'll take out. Yeah, I'll just cut it in half.
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right.
Time traveling with eyes.
Sorry, yeah, you see a star. It's a year
Yeah.
ago.
It's very simple, right? Hubble telescope can see galaxies from millions of light years away, right? So let's say you identify a galaxy that's 50 million light years away. That means by the time the light gets to you to show you what it looks like, well, that was 50 million years ago.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
So in theory, it would work the same in reverse, right? Let's say you had an alien on a planet 50 million light years away, and he had a telescope, and he slaps his buddy in the shoulder and goes, hey, look at that. Earth, 50 million light years away. We're actually seeing it 50 million light years in the past. If let's say they have alien technology and they have the most powerful telescope ever, right?
Mhm.
Let's say they could pinpoint and lock in on the location of Earth, and their zoom was like 50 billion trillion times to where they could actually look at the ground. Let's say there's aliens right now doing that. They would actually be seeing dinosaurs walking around. They wouldn't be seeing us. They'd be seeing, right? Isn't that right?
I think it is.
Is my train of thought correct?
I think you're right. It's just really confusing. Like that whole separation between observed and then what is actually happening.
I think you're wrong.
Okay. Strong.
But here's what I think. I think there is a 50 billion year delay. For instance, let's say they're looking through the telescope, they're seeing everything in real time. They see the Earth explode, and then they go to their alien family. They go, "Oh my God, we got to get out of here." And they go, "Why?" Because we were looking at Earth and it just exploded, and now all the particles and bullshit are gonna head our way. And then everyone's like, "Oh shit, yeah. Oh, but wait, we have 50 billion years. We'll be dead by the time that stuff gets here."
Right.
So we saw what will happen to us. That's what they're saying. The aliens are like, "Oh, I see what's gonna happen here, but we're gonna be gone, so I'm gonna leave a note."
And that's why
You're thinking
Yeah.
you're thinking they look into the future?
I think there's just a delay. Yeah.
A delay.
Yeah. It's almost like if you were to, so if you use the Back to the Future technology or scenario of like betting on games, right? If I can see, let's just say I'm looking at real time, but there's a 50 billion year delay.
Okay.
You're looking what's going on. You're watching the Lakers versus the Celtics. Lakers are going to win. You see they're going to win, right? But it doesn't hit their stations to 50 billion years.
Yeah.
You go, I got money on this. I got money on this game. And this year the Lakers will win, and I'm going to put everything I own on it. But I will be dead, but my kids will know that they will get the benefit.
Okay, so some rich asshole aliens
Mm-hmm.
are going to be going to school one day, and God, where'd you get that? Oh, well, my dad, my great bet on a Lakers game on Earth.
A team in a galaxy or another planet. Yeah. I think
Wow.
that's it. That there's a delay. But what you're saying is really
there's a delay. I'm saying there's a delay.
okay. Now that I said that,
Uh-huh.
I think so. I think you might be right then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because as I talked it out in a dumb way, I now see, we're seeing dinosaurs. Yeah. Wow.
So
you concluded the same thing, I think. Yeah.
Yours was just better. Yours was just more real instead of someone betting on a Lakers game. I had to use today's example to get to the past. You use the future.
You do whatever you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, can I take a guess and guess that there was some sports betting in your very recent past?
Anyway, guys, I should tell you we're selling the house.
I owe some people some things.
Oh my God.
Some
Wow.
toddlers were looking for some Monopoly money earlier.
Huh. But you know what, Mark, what you could do is, let's say those aliens, let's say they built a wormhole somehow,
Mm-hmm.
and they were able to send the information back to us, but way, way faster. Let's say they were sending the information, let's say it only took a year or less.
Right. Like a tube in the
In
bank.
space.
Okay.
Yeah. What did you say?
Smaller scale, but still same, right? Same idea.
Right. So the aliens develop a bank tube. They put a note in there.
Yep. Or a video.
And we suck off their note to us.
Yeah, maybe they could show us video of dinosaurs.
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be wild.
Yeah. Or if the planet was much closer, some aliens could send you what you looked like, 50 years ago or whatever. So,
Wow, they'd be
much
at
closer.
my dad's balls. This is you.
Not even,
50
not
years
even.
ago.
I'm
Yeah.
going to write that down. I think that's the first time
I
any of
don't-
us have said my dad's balls on the podcast.
I don't think sperm hangs out in balls for decades,
I
does
think it's
it?
got a short half-life. I'm not sure.
I'm not yeah.
Does it all? It's so funny that we don't know how our own bodies work.
Talking about this weird shit. Yeah. Huh. Anyway,
So-
just some mind-blowing thoughts for the evening.
Yeah, I
You
really
don't think there's some old
Go ahead.
veteran seaman that's smoking a cigarette in the corner of your balls? It's like I see this all the time. I see these idiots go,
So-
go out of the fun tube. You're gonna
So
get
you're
killed out
saying-
there.
So all right, so there's some old Siemens conspiracy theorist. He's avoided being ejaculated for so long.
Uh-huh.
He's been hiding in the corner of the balls,
Mm-hmm.
saying,
Where,
"I see
where
this
there
all
are
the
no
time."
corners, but it's the corner. He's been hanging back there. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. We should really talk to a doctor.
or your balls.
Right.
I think if we had this question, he would just hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Let's say that old sperm gets flung out one day, and let's say he happens to be the one
Flung
that.
out.
Yeah, like a slingshot.
Yeah. Let's
Like
see.
it's a
He
frisbee?
happens to be the one that makes it to the egg. Will that baby be born old? You know?
Well, yeah. Will you have a '70s baby? Will it come out with mutt chops, or you know, is it gonna come out referencing the Andy Griffith Show?
Oh my!
A lot of
God.
what ifs right now.
Mhm.
I
These
mean,
are
we're
deep
talking-
thoughts. These are real deep thoughts.
Mhm.
Wow.
Steven,
Anyway.
so well, both of you, does this what you're saying with the time and it going backwards because of how long it takes? Does this mean the distance equals time?
Oh boy. Maybe. Well, time is all
He's gonna say
relative,
it.
isn't it? Who knows? Maybe
Oh
not.
man, when you put it like that, I just want to not try anything anymore.
Hmm?
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, I guess. Well, that's such a shitty thing to say because my biggest pet peeve is when people show up to late to stuff. Like I'm talking about in person. Like, hey, let's meet up this time, and they're like 20 minutes late. Like
Okay.
if you're 5 minutes late, that's fine, whatever. 10 minutes even is like okay, I don't care. But if you're like 20, 25 minutes, and you're like, dude, you're late, and they're like, it's relative. Well, you're a dick.
That bothers
Wait,
you when
Yeah.
20 minutes late? Okay.
Somebody's actually
But-
said that to you? That's
No.
Oh,
I'm just saying
God.
for the sake for the
Oh, you're saying if there was a egghead scientist that was late.
right for the sake of
your
saying like,
event.
hey, you're late, and they're like, well, I mean, time's relative, so
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You're imagining this.
I might be on time.
Okay. All right.
I think
I-
you were just early.
I got very pissed off at a hypothetical person right now.
Sorry.
Whew.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
But then also, if the aliens are looking at us at the same time and they're seeing dinosaurs, we'd be seeing 50 million years. So they cancel out like everything.
Like if we look at each other,
Yeah.
Yeah, like you wouldn't be able to look through your telescope and wave at the other end.
Right. No.
So is
could,
it?
Yeah, we could look at a very far away place, but there's no aliens on there. Oh, there might be.
It's all. I
Res-
guess that's the relativity of it. Is it's only dependent on the observer.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You guys want to smoke a lot of pot and then redo this whole thing?
yeah, I think. I mean, I'm not going anywhere for another couple months, so
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
how high can I get?
That's it. Hey, maybe that's a podcast we do because I don't know how high I can get either.
Yeah, how high can you get? That's a new pod we'll start.
speaking of not going anywhere, Mark asked me earlier before the pod started. He was like, "How's it going over there?" Because Dad is semi-retired, right?
Mhm.
And he still works a little bit, but he's started to learn the piano.
Get out of here.
He started a
Crazy.
couple weeks ago. Got on this app on his phone. It listens to you playing
Whoa,
and
whoa.
says, "No."
Without your help? Did he
Without
ask
my
for your
help?
help?
Without my help. Got on this app. It sits
They're
on the
evolving.
piano. Yeah. And he's playing and it tells you, "Oh, you hit the wrong key. Go back." And so he's starting out at the very beginning, like "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star." I've heard that so many times. So now here's the funny part was he gets frustrated very easily.
Dude, yeah.
He does not have much patience. He's also very religious, as we mentioned earlier. So he's learning these songs. Like one of his favorites is "Mary, Did You Know?" That song from church. "Mary, did you know your son?" What da da da. I don't know the words, but he's playing that on the piano, right? "Mary, did you know?" And he keeps hitting the wrong key. "Mary, did you?" And the app goes and puts him back. Puts him back. He keeps hitting the wrong thing. He goes, "Mary did." Yeah, I hear him go. He goes, "Dun dun 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 bang," and he goes, "God damn it." Playing a religious song.
Oh, that's so funny, man.
We all need our quarantine hobbies, I guess.
Yeah.
That's good for him. That's a huge endeavor to start at any age to start that.
Mhm.
I kind of wish, yeah, I would do that. Learn piano, yeah.
I mean, now's the time. I even said at the beginning of this whole thing, I'm like, dude, what if I just like spent like 30 minutes a night? I'll start learning another language.
Okay, yeah.
Just 30 minutes a night during the weekdays or whatever. But like, we're almost in this for a fucking year now. And so now I'm like, why didn't I start? Why didn't I start? But I guess that's the lesson is like, whatever you're going to do it now. Do it right now. Because if you don't do it now, you're not doing it. Just put it that way.
Right. It is
So-
also funny to think about like those people that came out real hot at the beginning. They're like, "Look, I've already learned 2 new languages. I've really taken the best advantage of my time." It's like, you keeping that up? You still doing that a year in? Where is that?
Mhm.
You still got that energy there, Dick?
Yeah.
I mean, that's good for them, but you know what? You can't travel, so how are you going to use those languages?
Right.
Yeah, I'm kind of a victim of that because I started like when this whole thing started, like a lot of my friends stand up wise were like, can't do anything, not writing, can't. And I was like, well, fuck that. I'm gonna write and think about stuff the same way I always have. I'm not gonna skip a beat. And then when this whole thing is over, I've got so much shit that I want to talk about. But then it's like in daily stuff. Like honestly, some of the stuff that I started to come up with is like fucking old now. It's old. It already happened. It's not relative, and like, and also, I've pretty much not thought about it in the past month. Like, hasn't even been an afterthought. So, but at the same time, it's like I do a lot of kind of like life experience stuff, and when you're not experiencing life, it's really hard to write shit. And
yeah.
until this whole thing is cured, I don't think people want to hear about it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Yeah, get a new hobby.
I bet people are 100% looking for an escape in you talking about anything that isn't whatever the fuck they're dealing with that day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the last show I did was November. And there was one comic on the show who, as soon as he said coronavirus or whatever, it was like suck the energy out of the
Ugh.
room. Just like
Really? Okay.
boom. Like, and then he would start going, and then like maybe there was a joke that fell flat or whatever, and then he would mention it again and just boom, kill momentum. It was like
Ugh.
you could tell that people were like, I don't want to hear about masks. I don't want to hear about fucking staying at home all the time. I mean, but at the same time, you can't be like, man, these dating apps. Like, what is that? Is that what you're doing? Because no, at the same time, no one's like dating. Not no one's dating, but like people are less going out. They're not seeing people. You can't be like, well, I guess before all this, like when everything was shut down, you can't be like, I was at the mall, and you're like, no, you weren't.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I was at a concert. Nope.
I've got a science topic, a kind of a revisit of one that we did earlier,
Okay.
and I've learned a
Okay.
little more. Do you remember when you were talking about the quantum entanglement and teleportation?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So recently in China, they, through the use of quantum entanglement, I think I'm saying all this right, they sent internet data a kilometer away with drones.
Well,
Like
I have
regular
no
sized
idea.
drones?
Like to use as the relay points, they use drones to send that information.
So it's information traveling, but at much slower speeds.
No, instantly. So like the drones are basically like think of them as like satellites. So instead of like the internet, like the signal having to beam up into space.
Oh, okay.
It's just modern day carrier pigeons. It's just
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, these drones are carrying flash drives around to
Yeah.
people. Here's your web page. Look at that.
all right.
Okay,
Send it
now
back,
give it back.
please.
Would you like to reply? Wow. Okay, so these drones are like acting kind of like satellites. They're staying in place, kind of.
These things are able to stay so still that they're able to beam this signal between each other over
Okay.
and a kilometer, which I finally looked up. However many years into my life I am, 0.6 miles,
Okay.
a little
And what
over half a mile.
And what happens? So someone on a computer hits send,
Mhm.
and then that drone 6.6 miles away knows about it.
They know about
Now,
it pretty much
just
instantly.
Boom! I know.
Right.
Okay,
Okay, so you're saying this is faster
faster
Then-
than the internet.
than cable speed, then?
Than anything, I think
Than
anything
anything.
because of this quantum entanglement, which
Ah.
I did a little digging into after you talked about it and learned us about it, and from reading about this, and it still makes no sense, but less no sense than before.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So data is getting sent faster this way.
Correct.
Here's my thing: is I don't think it should count as teleportation unless it's a physical thing.
Well, I don't think this article or thing ever said that this was teleportation. I think
okay.
this was just using that quantum entanglement or whatever it is
Okay.
to transfer data or information.
Quantum entanglement.
Jeez.
Which-
All right.
Which is they're splitting photons, which is a particle of light. Which that in itself, a piece of light. It's a tiny piece of light. So understand that.
Okay.
Piece of light.
A piece of light. They're splitting it. One
Is
side,
that when the sun goes?
just that one tiny chunk of light that comes out.
That
Okay.
comes on and off.
The thing in the middle is splitting that and going to the base station and to the receive station.
Okay.
And because of quantum entanglement, whatever state that A is in, you can infer what B is in.
Oh boy. Okay.
So you're knowing what B is before it's even what it is.
Oh. All right. That's wild.
And they're able to stabilize gyros or yo-yos or who knows
Heroes.
Heroes. Oh God, I could go for some tzatziki sauce. In the air, drones being affected by, air and whatnot, and mellifluous farts or whatever the word at the beginning you said was, that they're still able to send this and keep such a steady aim on them.
Wild. Okay.
Amazing.
And there was somebody also very nicely explained a lot of this in the comments on our YouTube for that episode.
Really?
Yeah, it's bizarre. I was talking to somebody on stream. One of our.
Why is someone that knows so much listening to us?
Exactly. Like that was like somebody was telling me like that they have a couple of different degrees, and whew, I was like, "Are you lost? Like, did you take a wrong turn on the internet? Like you." I'm within plus or minus 30 words of saying "come" right now. Like, what are you doing here?
Right. Some AI program could probably predict when Jeff is going to mention "come."
Oh, I would love. Go ahead, Jeff. You're already thinking about go.
Yes, I read Microsoft. I think it was Microsoft came up with these AI chatbots to recreate dead people.
Oh, jeez.
I want them to put all of our shit through one of those. I want to know what it thinks I would say. I want one of those to stand in for me. I want to see it.
I would love to just that yes, as individual, but just dump all our words into into one person.
Oh God.
We would explode that robot. It would be like, yeah. I don't know what these people are talking about. Shitting and farting, and then like science shit. Like,
but all the science
is wrong. How many quantum leaps does a reverse fart have to come? It's like, what?
This robot would explode. You're like, I don't know what to talk about. I can't predict these people. That's how humans win, you guys. That's how we beat the robots.
Robots become smarter, we become dumber, and then robots are like, this doesn't make sense because I'm too smart. Boom. Malfunction.
There's no predictable pattern here.
Exactly.
Oh,
never be predictable.
Do we have any questions tonight?
We do have a question. The fuck did I just say?
All right. Hear it.
Nice.
Say it so I can hear.
Like, is anything happening faster than what we're doing this right now? I mean, with the quantum entanglement, you tell me, guys, I mean, I want to know.
Well, let me just go to the YouTube link real quick. Watch me. Ha! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jesus, how long is this delay?
So you gotta get that quantum, bro.
You got to get that quantum.
You know, like when you hear a lightning storm?
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Okay.
How many miles away is the web page?
Yeah, we need quantum. We need photon splitting for this podcast.
All right, Jeff, hit me with this question.
Yo, it's verified. I called before it fucked up my message, so I called again. Typical. So my question is, if you guys could like get picked up by some interstellar like hippies or I don't know, some scientists or something, and you can go travel the universe and get to see everything, but you couldn't say goodbye to anybody. You just had to leave. Would you go? And also, I thank you guys for all the laughs and stuff and good communities. Hope you all have the best of success. You all deserve that shit. Later.
Wow, thanks very much, Verified.
Thanks, Verified. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Very nice.
Great question, too.
Yeah. That reminds me of I didn't get to really continue the Doctor Who series, but I know it starts out kind of like that, right? Alien guy comes in and says, "Hey, I need your help. Let's go," or whatever. And you don't have a chance to say goodbye. Do you go?
This is a complete change of direction, but I feel that it's necessary. Steven, can you please nutshell Doctor Who for me?
I can't because I've only seen a couple of them.
Ugh.
I've been meaning to get into it, and I just haven't had the time. It would be my kind of thing, but it's like a imagine like the Galactic Federation, right? Like aliens are out there. There's a whole bunch of them. They've got their own party going on, their whole community. We don't know about it because we're just dumb humans. Well, one of them comes down and they're trying to stop events from happening. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So
he goes into like a
I think it's a porta
telephone
potty.
booth.
A phone booth.
right, yeah, he shows up in a phone booth and says, "Hey, this girl, she's like, hey, I need you to come with me. There's a whole bunch of adventures out there, you know." And it's just
Adventures. Someone was like, "Hey, man, come on an adventure with me." Just a stranger.
right. So, sorry, I can't do the show justice by explaining it because I've only seen a few. But
Fair enough. It's another one of those like huge cultural blind spots for me. I know it's like a
Yes.
huge thing
Oh,
and
yeah.
people love it a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've never seen a minute of it.
That's
Oh, boy.
super sketchy now to use payphones. And now, like if some guy went into a booth, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing in there? What is happening in that booth?"
It's 100% chopping off. That's all you're doing in a telephone booth these days.
chopping off.
Yeah.
Wow. But there's glass, transparent glass.
These
But they
fuckers
don't know
don't
that.
care. They don't.
They think it's a one way.
They like being the show. They like feeling like they're in a display case.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never thought of it that way. Okay.
I'll go ahead and answer.
Okay.
No, wouldn't. I would just be like, sorry, I gotta pick up these groceries, and then if you're still here, maybe, I'll be back. It's kind of like when a homeless person that says, "Hey, do you have any money?" Credit card. Just get a credit card on me. So I'm a good person, but I've heard your homeless story so many times. I know you're at a gas station, you just need $3 of gas, and that'll get you enough to get home. But I just saw him give you money, and I'm sure that was enough.
This alien would be
again. I'm not an asshole. I give to homeless people, but just not your type of homeless.
So this alien would be like, fair enough. I'm not going to try and convince you anymore. So get back in my spaceship and leave.
On a related note, do you think anybody at this point in the world has said no to the homeless person because they didn't have their phone on them to put it on Instagram, them doing an act of kindness to a stranger?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think so.
I'm sure.
Because if it's not on the internet, you didn't do it, right? You weren't nice.
Well, the best part about doing a
Jeez.
good deed is letting everyone else know about it.
That's the only reason to do a good deed is for praise and people to think that you're a good person.
That's the only reason I started this podcast is to bring up that one moment where I just said I give to homeless people. Good night, everyone.
This Verify, this is a great question because I would have a lot of questions for this alien. Should we role play a scenario where one of you guys is the alien? You're trying to convince me to come with you.
What's the safe word?
Jagons.
Jagon.
Jagons. Okay.
All right, I'll be the alien.
And I'm like, you're trying to convince me. I'm like, I understand you have a family. You know.
Well, you guys are part of my family.
But let's pretend you're someone that doesn't have much.
Okay.
And
Let's say, yeah.
let's say I didn't have family. Let's say I was just a guy with myself.
Right.
And I was like, oh man, what do I do with my life? I don't know what else to do. I try and oh my God, what's that? It's an alien.
I guess that's a good point though. Is like your state of mind too. I've had days where it's just like, just fucking end it.
Sure, but also, what does that alien have to offer?
Right when he's like, "I'll kill you," I'm like, "All right." No, where it's just like if you're just like, whatever, dude, today's been bullshit, and some guy's like, "Hey, man, I need your help. There's galaxies, and you can't say bye," and you're like, "All right." You don't have to lie,
Right.
but I'll help you move your couch or whatever you need.
But verify said this alien is more like a hippie.
Okay.
Let's say it's like a hippie group of aliens just stopping by, being like,
Okay.
"Get on the bus, man. Let's go.
All right.
Going out west."
West
I'm a
in space.
West.
We're gonna go left, you guys.
We're going left. Who's coming?
Yeah, it depends on my state of mind, and then also, what are they offering? I would be like, tell me what's out there. You know, how do you get it?
You won't even believe it, man. It's like there's aliens.
You guys are doing space drugs.
There's beams and there's flying stuff and advanced societies.
I know, but I'm trying to save up money, and
you don't need money. You start over. Your money is useless out there.
well, how do you guys eat? Are you? I mean,
we just eat off the stars.
Oh, goddamn! All right. I mean, do you ever get bored? Are there different tastes of stars, or?
Yeah, I mean, there's vegan friendly stars and stuff like that.
Are there any people that are not like you? Like, are there any other meat eater aliens out there? Or can I?
Most of them are meat eater aliens. Yeah.
Okay. Where are your parents? Are they nearby?
Dead.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're from a different galaxy, and it was 50 billion years ago. So
Look at just wave.
Just getting here. It's been a while.
All right. What kind of technology do you have? I mean, your video
flat
games
screens
must be amazing. Flat screens.
Bluetooth mouses for computers. We've got a microwave that is also TV, and we call it a TV dinner. You can put food in there, and you can eat the show, and then you know about it.
Huh. I kind of like my life here. It sounds like, I don't know, do I have to live with you guys, or can I have my own place?
No, yeah, we're just gonna take you, and you'll be part of part of our group, but you'll have your own place.
Big cities, lots of other aliens. I mean,
well,
you guys party?
Yeah.
You guys party? I mean,
fuck, look at us. Look at us, right? We're in a van trying to pick up strangers. Of course we party.
All right. I still don't know. I'm still undecided.
How about you get in for $200? $200 of
right, me. Why do you want me to go so bad? What do you
$220? I mean, what do you
All right. Shit.
Make sure he's okay with signing the release.
You know what? I guess I would go. Maybe if I had nothing else going on.
Hell yeah. Welcome to Bang Bus.
Wow.
Believe that.
You said hell yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, okay, so you'd probably go.
Great question.
Yeah, great. Yeah, it was a good question.
Maybe. It's a tough question. It's a very tough question. I maybe would go. Maybe. I don't know how else to answer. I mean,
it really does open the door.
Those aliens seem real sketchy.
Yeah. If I didn't have a wife and kids, it definitely would persuade me more to go. If they said there's galaxies, it's imagine Men in Black, and that's what it is. I'd be like,
Yeah. I imagine I'm still
All right.
sitting there on the side of the road asking him questions. Eventually, like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll ask the next guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Good
feel
question.
like if it was, it depends on the aliens too. If it's like Ripley, H.R. Giger, xenomorph, like gross, wet, goopy, drippy
Mouth inside a
aliens,
mouth.
I don't.
Mm.
No, I'm not doing anything with those. But if it's like shiny, metal, metallic,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I would go with those aliens.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it depends on who you're going to be riding with for the next billion years.
Very much. Well, and that's the other thing. Are you, if you choose yes, do you become immortal or or do you still just age regular?
Right. Are people going
Do
to
you-
look at me weird for the rest of my life because I'm not an alien, you know?
Yeah, do you die in a space van?
Right? Could you could you die like pulling out on the space highway like as soon as you
Mhm.
agreed to this
Yeah.
before you see anything?
And they're like, "Oh, that's right. He needs oxygen."
He didn't buckle up.
Like 10 minutes into the trip.
Wow. You should write a choose your own adventure book.
That's like a choose your own fate kind of thing. This is a lot darker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thinker.
Jeff, what are you doing? You going? You staying? You too busy to go to space?
I don't know. It could go a lot of ways.
Well, there's two.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot. I mean I feel like I don't need much. Yeah, like you can go see the marvels of the universe and all this shit, but then it's like, well, yeah, like there's countries, there's places on Earth that I haven't seen, and I've lived here my whole life. Like I could go see all that stuff and still be amazed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
If I did a week in Japan, that'd be wild.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There'd be
Comparing space, intergalactic space to Japan.
another
Hey,
country, a different
That's kind
country.
of the same thing.
Canada is pretty the same, but like Japan, that's like space. I don't know. The I feel like that would be. I'm okay with an Irish goodbye, and I feel like that would be the ultimate. He went to space and didn't tell anybody.
There is something poetic about that beach. That beach poem with an Irish goodbye.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
The final part of that poem was after the Italian ice. Some alien says, "You want to go?" And I just left. I didn't say goodbye.
He turns around to ask Jesus, and Jesus was not there. He just got in his car and took off and didn't tell anybody that he was leaving. He had a thing that he had to do on the other side of town, so he scooted. Amen.
Everyone can sit down. You may be seated.
Be seated.
Good question. Anything else?
No, you guys. Is there any of our stuff that we should be talking about that we should tell people? Mark, you've had some tremendous videos coming out on your channel.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
some
you.
new skits, right?
That you guys are a part of, and I hope to get you on this week's or the next week's.
I thought you were going to say the casting couch. I got real excited for a second.
Yeah, I hope to keep them coming, but yeah, thank you. There's that. There's obviously, if you're the podcast channel, if you're listening to this on a phone or a tablet or a
Book?
what other devices, does anyone on a computer, that could happen.
You can do that.
But then we also have our YouTube for the videos, and we hope to get together and do it all together.
Yes.
Ooh, what about
Yes.
our outtakes for a couple of our VR chat, the Intergalactic? That's on our Patreon. Oh man, I don't know. I think we might have to release some outtakes there.
I don't know what it is about VR chat.
It really brings it out of you.
I think it does. Out of everybody, like it's just like such a great playground.
Yeah, we should have been there a while ago.
Yeah,
But
we'll make up for lost time.
we will. We will.
All right, guys and everybody, thank you very much, and we will see you all soon.